Today, Precarious plays
Deus Ex, Human Revolution. Jensen seems sort of hard to please. Like, I feel like he would leave a lot of 1 or 2 star Yelp reviews. And I know we were joking about it between episodes. We try to keep the I never asked for this quoting in between episodes.
Yeah, because it gets old.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean...
It's been old.
I mean, this game, as we all... At the speed of the internet, it might as well have been played around campfires by primitive men. Powered by club strikes? I don't know. How did they run electrics back then? Who knows?
Uh-huh.
I'm not a history
I think it was
professor.
vinegar. I'm not joking.
It was a SCOBY. It was just a vinegar mother.
SCOBY powered batteries.
Yep. So, don't bother looking up online. It's real. It's true. You heard it here first. Interesting.
No, looks not interesting.
Wait a second. Is that a person? No, they're not down this hallway. Okay.
So Jensen, why would he be leaving low-rated Yelp reviews?
Because he would get his order and...
He didn't ask for this.
Exactly. Yeah, that was it. That was the whole...
These are not my eggs.
Oh, I love that story.
I think I've told that story on the show before, though.
Yeah.
And it's not even my story. I just really like it.
I think it's very relatable.
Well...
It's like a story I heard about Elijah Wood in an internet comment recently.
Yeah.
Where it's very simple. They were in a place where there was Elijah Wood, and the person fell down unexpectedly because of ice outside.
Yeah.
And they heard somebody call out to them, and the voice sounded kind of familiar.
Yeah.
And then they looked around, and it was Elijah Wood helping them up. And they were like, "Hey, are you okay?"
I'm like, I'm really great now.
Oh, listen, I was fine before, but now I'm worried I hit my head really hard. Because
you wouldn't.
Like, you seem like you're probably a pretty busy guy. So you're not here. 'Cause that doesn't make any sense.
Ooh, I need a hospital because this isn't happening.
I'm more comfortable with a concussion than seeing Phantom Elijah Woods.
Oh.
He seems like a cool guy. I like that he... So I think that a lot of actors and actresses, they all have work, like smaller roles that they do whenever they're not doing big movies, if they have access to big movies to perform in.
Yeah.
And this might go without saying, but I have a fondness for actors and actresses that make video games one of those sort of like hobby
Yeah, like
roles.
Side hustle.
Yeah, so the fact that Patrick Stewart was the Emperor in Oblivion, it was a small part, but I love that. And much more than that, I really like Castlevania Lords of Shadow.
Oh, yeah.
Because, spoilers for Castlevania Lords of Shadow, he's death.
Yeah. And you don't find out
until the end of the game that character is death. But I love the thought that Patrick Stewart had a really extensive... Because he was also the between chapters narrator, and just hearing him use, like, Shakespearean practice to attack those fucking in between chapter introductions in just the most grandiose way possible. It was delightful. And the fact that he's sort of like this immortal figure in Castlevania, even just a part of it, even if it's a part that people don't necessarily like. So I've realized something.
Yeah.
There are games that I think I remember more fondly than a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people that criticize games regularly, that criticize games in a in a pretty thoughtful way, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know that a lot of people online try to regard Yahtzee from Zero Punctuation as an entertainer first and
Like a silly man.
yeah, and not someone that's examining the medium very thoughtfully, and that's bullshit.
Yeah,
he's a smart fucking dude.
He has to make you laugh so that you pay attention while he's telling you what he means.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people, they say that so they can laugh along when he's harshly criticizing games that they don't care about, and then they can dismiss his opinion whenever he hits something that they like.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about it, and I think that taking him as an example, he was really fed up with that format of game.
Oh,
I think Lords of Shadow, because it was, I think, a part of a sort of collection of games that came out within a small time frame that he dubbed like God of War But.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about that because I rewatched that review just incidentally. YouTube recommended it to me, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
I got a few minutes. I think I benefit from often going back to play older games.
Yeah.
Because what's a more modern example? What's something more recent? What's something that was considered just sort of middling, and I liked it quite a lot. And it was because I hadn't sort of numbed myself to that style of game.
I don't know.
There was something that I played really recently, and I thought, like, oh, this is pretty good. And I think it had everything to do with the fact that I had not played... It was a shooter. It was a first-person shooter.
Was it a big first-person shooter like Borderlands or something?
I can't remember. I don't think... Like, everybody kind of loved that game, so I don't want to say it was Doom.
Yeah.
Doom, did that come out in 2016? Doom 2016? Doom after the 2000s.
Yeah.
Doom after Doom 3. It doesn't matter. The point is that I was playing something recently, and I found out that the reaction to it was sort of lukewarm, and it's interesting to consider that effect. Like I got caught up thinking about like how damaging it might be to someone's impression of an individual work or a genre just based on saturation, and it felt very sad. It's
like, oh no, we made something really nice, but everyone else is also making similarly nice things. So
just for everybody involved, because it's got to be exhausting. So I can't really blame a reviewer, someone that's trying to critique a work, and they've had to. It's like a. Oh wait, It was a sandbox style game that I was playing, and it was delightful for me, but I realized that it was only delightful because I hadn't played an Assassin's Creed or any game from Ubisoft really since Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And there's been Unity, there's been the one set in Egypt. There's been the one that was set in Greece.
Oh, I have not been paying attention to the Assassin's Creed series. After I think the second one, I stopped paying attention because I was like, yeah, this is cool.
Well, they've gone all over the world since I stopped playing them with any regularity. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm serious. Like, I'm not making those locations up. They've had one in the early history, like the eastern United States, during the formative years of the country.
I remember seeing ads for that.
They had one set in Egypt, which I think is one of the most recent ones. One set in Greece, which is the most recent one. Mm-hmm. They had one... Jeez. I think that they had a smaller title, like a mobile title, that took place in China. I'm not sure if it was China or Asia.
Somewhere.
That's not super helpful because
Asia's pretty big, so that half of the globe,
Right.
somewhere over there with, the people that write in characters like this on things.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably here. It probably
might
just
have
took
been
place
here.
in this noodle factory. I mean, at the time, it was like a lovely mountain hillside, but, I mean, point stands. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.